Alright guys, here we're going to talk about the trailer for the movie Viking Destiny.
I'm shocked Nicolas Cage is not in this. This is amazing.
So Viking Destiny, based on the only thing I've ever seen is the imagery on next to the trailer, looks like it is something that would be a sci-fi original that would be like 2+ hours long and just be horrible.
And like the only reason anyone knows, like there's like a ton of these movies, but the only reason people know about some of them is they have Vin Diesel or like who's that guy?
Jason Statham.
Nicolas Cage,
made one.
Nicolas Cage has made a bunch. I think. Why can't I think of his name? The guy from he played Raiden. Who's that guy? Was he a Highlander too?
Yeah.
He made like several, right?
I can't think of his name.
He doesn't have a name, but you know the guy we're talking about. So this happens every now and then, right? This one appears not to have gotten any stars.
Yes.
And also won't get any stars. It's a double meaning because I hope it's horrible.
Let's check it out.
So, what'd you think?
Everything I thought before I watched the trailer was true after I watched the trailer.
Yeah, I know.
Except a hit-you-over-the-head feminism vibe.
Yeah, I know, and I like to avoid, like, part of me is like, hey, like, be charitable, don't, if a guy said no man's gonna stand in my way, you wouldn't take it that way, but it was, I think it was pretty obvious.
No, but that is not, I'm not thinking off it just on one line, it was like, because they said, a woman couldn't possibly, the gods wouldn't allow it, no man will get in my way, I'm a girl! Like,
I remember, no, because like, in Lord of the Rings, when the one chick is fighting the Wraith King, and she's like, I am no man, or whatever, I remember just being like, oh god, come on.
No, but that at least is like a thing that's playing off of the whatevers and that.
The prophecy angle or
but
something
like this,
that,
I'm like, come on.
Right.
If the action were good or the plot seemed to be existent or anything about it was a real thing, I can overlook things like that. I don't care.
Yeah,
and
well,
like it annoys me because when I say things like that, people are like, oh, you don't like women. I like most of the action heroes I like the best are women.
Most of the bands you like have female singers.
That's also true.
You're like a maniac for women.
Yes, I'm a huge supporter. I just don't like anyone telling me like hitting me over the head with shit.
No, and like as I've
if you're a badass chick, be a badass chick. You don't have to fucking
my defense has always been like I would not want there to be a movie about a man that shows up and everyone's a woman who's doing everything and he's like, well, the problem is a man hasn't tried yet, and then he goes and tries and just does everything. Like I would also hate that they don't make movies like that.
Well,
though.
because they don't make sense, because that's how
obviously
media has displayed everything for 40, 50, 100,000
But the problem is not that it's a woman. The problem is that it's that you're doing this on the nose. Like, well, maybe we should try something different.
Yeah, let your actions speak for themselves here.
Yeah, no, this is a very old, argument. But like, ever since Aliens and like Terminator and like Buffy and Xena and like all that stuff that we grew up with, like, I'm not like I can't identify with these ovaries up on the screen.
No, I've never had that issue.
I need there to be testosterone, or else I can't get into it. Like, that's not how it works.
Like, a badass is a badass. Period. Yeah.
So I'm torn on this. Like, part of me is infuriated, right?
Sure.
I'm like, you had all this money and horses and time and people, and like you went somewhere and filmed on the beach or whatever, right? You went to the woods, maybe filmed there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like fake woods all the time.
No.
So I'm like, what? You should have done this and made something good. I hate you so much. The other part of me is like, well, when you're making a movie, you don't know if it's going to be good yet. I assume, because otherwise, why would anyone make a bad movie?
Yeah, of course.
So hey, like effects have gotten cheap enough. It's possible to make a movie now. I guess everyone should just try to make one, and maybe some of them will turn out to be great. So, like, I want to encourage this. I don't want to be like, this sucks. I haven't even seen it. It looks like crap. But I think it looks like crap.
It feels very generic, and they didn't hammer. I think they took the time where they could have hammered out the exact plot a little better on a trailer, in favor of saying like women power, like when I think they could have said like, what is her mission, what is her thing, like why is she being trained, why is this?
No, I'm very unclear as to the line of succession and what's happening here or whatever. Yes.
I don't know, and I don't care. I can't find myself caring because of how like generic the backgrounds are, and it's like you can tell it's lower budget because there's no like castles or things being shown,
it's fine.
and that's it's fine if you had a plot.
Yeah, we don't hate women or low budgets. I'm all for both of those things. Those things are great. No, I just don't like you're saying. Nothing about this made me go, oh wow, this has this other angle in it, right? There's some effects that look like Hercules' Legendary Journey.
Sure,
but that's fine too. I love that show.
I love that show. I don't care.
We could just make that. We could just do that.
Effects don't bother me. Like, concepts are what I need.
I just want to be clear about what the problems are. I don't care that it's 40 guys in like the woods and they only have like this much woods and the guys are right here and they're just running at each other. I don't care that there's weird sparkle effects like Hercules' Legendary Journeys. I don't care that it's a female protagonist. I don't care about any of these things. They don't bother me. I just did not think that this looked good.
No, agreed. Those are our thoughts about this trailer. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.